Happy New Year! So I thought, why not start 2022 with some Led Zeppelin? This is my favorite Jimmy Page lick from Whle Lotta Love. And yeah, I'm going to talk just about one single lick, but check this out. So this is the lick. Okay? And I think this lick is great because it showcases how the guitar is such a expressive instrument. And this lick looks very simple, but there's a small catch. We start on the E note, and we're in the key of E. So we start on the root note. So this is how the lick goes. So usually when we talk about bends, we always try to be as pitch perfect as possible. So if it's a full step bend, so that's what we usually try to do, right? So if we try to play this lick with the bends as perfectly in tune as possible, we get something like, but with the bends. Now listen to the actual song. This is the guitar track. The second bend is out of tune. Doesn't that actually sound cooler? No? So it builds up tension. So actually we're intentionally playing the second bend a few cents sharper to get this cool effect. Playing as square as possible. And here is the way Jimmy plays. So which do you think is more interesting? And this, in my opinion, is what makes guitar playing so great. We can have these little nuances. And he doesn't always play it like this because it's a little tricky to get it right. There is one show where he just took it one notch further and it sounded like this. And it sounds wild. And he really overdid it, so it just... So you can play around with many different, voicings. And for example, we can play the first bend very flat and build up from there. And gets even a more dramatic effect. So this is the studio version. We can start with a full step bend. So so there are many ways you can play this, and this is why I think this lick is so cool, and just one of the many examples of why Jimmy Page has such an expressive guitar playing, and I love it so much. So don't be afraid to experiment with those in-between notes. They are like the sauce, that little spice you can add to your solos and your playing in general. And yeah, that's all, just this small little tip. So see you next time.